Hello painting friends! The materials you will need for this project are a watercolor pan set. I've used primer tropicals, brushes 02, 04, 06 would be the preferable sizes, some washi tape to hold on the paper to the surface, some markers, preferably bright shades for the decoration part of it, some microtip black pen, an acrylic white paint, and watercolor paper. I have used 180 GSM. You can use whatever watercolor paper. It could be cold pressed, hot pressed, that's completely your choice. The background is a coconut yellow and an ocean blue. These are tertiary colors, yellows and blues. They sit across each other on the color wheel, and so they are called contrasting colors. So there are two different kinds of colors actually. There are the complementary colors and there are the contrasting colors. So the complementary colors are the ones where the colors are close to each other. It's more like, I would say, like a family. And the colors that are perpendicularly opposite to each other, those are the contrasting colors. Contrasting colors often are used as backgrounds because they kind of, when the colors do not are repelling each other, it kind of makes the artwork more interesting. And lots of famous artists have used this technique to kind of get their art to pop out. So before the idea of a Christmassy cactus occurred to me, I kind of googled about different cacti, and that's where I discovered that there are about 1,700 species. The one we are painting right now is called a cowboy cactus. Do remember to keep the first layer light by taking only 20% paint and 80% water. The first layer makes up the highlights. You'll see as we build up the layers. For the green, I have used a sap green. Now you can see how the highlights are happening. Like as we use the darker parts, the darker layers, you can see how they're standing out as the whiter part stands out as the highlights. I love the cacti flowers. They are so bright and beautiful. I wonder if they have fragrance though. Speaking of flowers, check out my video on how I painted these prettiest flowers. If you noticed, I used a bit of mauve to give an interesting effect to the succulent. This is the red falsa plant. It looks like little umbrellas sticking out from a really long stem. The magentas just pop out in this artwork and it makes the artwork more interesting. I came across an image on Pinterest and that inspired me to take up this project. I began to wonder what Christmas would feel like in a hot place. I have never enjoyed a summer Christmas actually. Australians would know how it feels. Such a contradiction to snowflakes and reindeers. I would wonder who would bring Santa in the dessert. Maybe a camel, I guess. I also used some pencil color, but that's not really necessary. I just gave it to give like the shadow, play with the shadow. I am sorry because the painting got cut. Like I could not put the whole painting in the camera frame. So because I wanted to give a more close-up look to how the whole process is happening, so it just got cut off. But I would give you the whole glimpse of it at the end of the video, so keep watching. That's the black micro tip that I used to give an outline to the entire all the plants actually. So that's the star and that's the finishing touches, just giving a little bit of finishing touch. You're almost done, and that's just the decoration part that's left. So now we are making the cotton ball streamers, the cotton ball lights. We used a red, we used a magenta pink, some blue, some violet, pink, and we just give a little bit of outline, and you can see the barrel shaped cacti now. The small ones, the small cacti are the barrel shaped ones, and it looks pretty interesting to me. I hope you all liked it too, and I really enjoyed making this one. So it's time to take out the washi tapes, and I kind of damaged it a little bit while taking it out. You got to be careful about the washi tape, the glue that is behind it, so you just have to be a little careful with that. And we are done. Here's the final one. Bye bye. I hope you all enjoyed.